Hello girls, and boys, it's Tuesday, and today I'm reading you passages from my favorite books. The first one is Paper Towns by John Green. A paper town for a paper girl. I read about Agla in this book of amazing facts when I was 10 or 11, and I never stopped thinking about it. The truth is that whenever I went up to the top of the SunTrust building, including that last time with you, I didn't really look down and think about how everything was made of paper. I looked down and thought about how I was made of paper. I was the flimsy, foldable person, not everyone else. And here's the thing about it. People love the idea of a paper girl. They always have. And the worst thing is that I loved it too. I cultivated it, you know? My second book is Looking for Alaska by John Green. She said, "It's not life or death, the labyrinth." Okay, so what is it? Suffering, she said. Doing wrong and having wrong things happen to you. That's the problem. Bolivar was talking about the pain, not about the living or dying. How do you get out of the labyrinth of suffering? What's wrong? I asked, and I felt the absence of her hand on me. Nothing's wrong. But there's always suffering, Pudge. Homework or malaria or having a boyfriend who lives far away when there's a good-looking boy lying next to you. Suffering is universal. It's the one thing Buddhists, Christians, and Muslims are all worried about. The second quote I have from that book is, "How could the girl who told that joke 3 hours before become a sobbing mess?" She's still staring at me, she said, "I try not to be scared, you know, but I still ruin everything. I still fuck up." "Okay," I told her, "it's okay." I didn't even know what she was talking about anymore. One vague notion after another. Don't you know who you love, Pudge? You love the girl who makes you laugh and shows you porn and drinks wine with you. You don't love the crazy sullen bitch. And there was something to that, truth be told. My next book is Tomorrow Maybe by Brian James. Here's the first page of the book. While I look around, I wonder how these became the people in my life. How did I get here? Who are we? Who am I? While I sit here, I wonder, this is not what the TV promised. This isn't my dream. I never wanted to end up this way, but that's what happens, I guess. They don't tell you that in the commercials. They don't tell you this when you visit the doctor or when you are in grade school and write, "What I want to be when I grow up" essays. I never said I wanted to be homeless. I never said I wanted to end up like this. I never fucking wanted any of this. My next book is The Outsiders. And I have 2 quotes for you. Dally licked his lips nervously. They're still writing editorials about you in the paper, for being a hero and all. He was talking too fast, and too calmly. Yeah, they're calling you a hero now and heroizing all the greasers. We're proud of you, buddy. Johnny's eyes glowed. Dally was proud of him. That was all Johnny had ever wanted. Ponyboy? I barely heard him. I came closer and leaned over to hear what he was going to say. Stay gold, Ponyboy, stay gold. The pillow seemed to sink a little, and Johnny died. You read about people looking peacefully asleep when they're dead, but they don't. Johnny just looked dead, like a candle with the flame gone. I tried to say something, but I couldn't make a sound. Dally swallowed and reached over to push Johnny's hair back. Never could keep that hair back. That's what you get for trying to help people, you little punk. That's what you get. Whirling suddenly, he slammed back against the wall. His face contracted in agony, and sweat streamed down his face. "Damn it, Johnny," he begged, slamming one fist against the wall and hammering it to make it obey as well. "Oh, damn it, Johnny, don't die. Please don't die." He suddenly bolted through the door and down the hall. Here's my second quote. We reached the vacant lot just as Dally came in, running as hard as he could from the opposite direction. The wail of a siren grew louder, and then a police car pulled up across the street from the lot. Doors slammed as the policemen leapt out. Dally had reached the circle of light under the street lamp and skidded to a halt. He turned and jerked a black object from his waistband. I remembered his voice. "I've been carrying the heater. It ain't loaded, but it sure does help a bluff. It was only yesterday that Dally had told Johnny and me that. But yesterday was years ago. A lifetime ago. Dally raised his gun and I thought, you blasted fool, they don't know you're only bluffing. And even as the policeman's gun spit fire into the night, I knew that was what Dally wanted. He was jerked half around by the impact of the bullets, then slowly crumpled with a look of grim triumph on his face. He was dead before he hit the ground. I knew that was what he wanted, even as the lot echoed with the cracks of the shots, even as I begged silently, please, not him and Johnny both. I knew he would be dead because Dally Winston wanted to be dead, and he always got what he wanted. My last quote is from To Kill a Mockingbird. Atticus sat looking at the floor for a long time. Finally he raised his head. Scout, he said. Mr. Ewell fell on his knife. Can you possibly understand? Atticus looked like he needed cheering up. I ran to him and hugged him and kissed him with all my might. Yes, sir, I understand, I reassured him. Mr. Tate was right. Atticus disengaged himself and looked at me. What do you mean? Well, it'd be sort of like shooting a mockingbird, wouldn't it? Atticus put his face in my hair and rubbed it. When he got up and walked across the porch into the shadows, his youthful step had returned. Before he went inside the house, he stopped in front of Boo Radley. Thank you for my children, Arthur, he said. This was actually a really fun video to do, even though it took me forever to find all those quotes. I hope you girls are doing well. I'll see you tomorrow, Sam.